It's Miss Melinda. Welcome to Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. So how's all my 1,013 subscribers doing tonight? Let's see, what's tonight? This is Friday night. So how's y'all, are you guys, how was all you guys, past Labor Day weekend? Did you have a good time? Did you take any extra days off? So you had like a 4 or 5 day holiday? Did you have a good time? The last minute of summer? And actually, it quickly turned cool. Unlike last September all the way through Christmas was warm in Chicago. Yeah. Okay. So I love all my 1,013 subscribers. I love all my fans. I love all my viewers and my students. Welcome to Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva Show. And we will have a quick class tonight. I have been making, I'm going to tell you what we got, okay? I've been making them only like 10, 11, 12, 14 pages at the most. And it seems like you're able to stay with me the whole class. You know, after class, if you don't want to stick around. Oh, this only has 11 pages. So, yes, the last one I just did had 10 pages, and it went quick. So I'm going to do less talking in the middle of class. But when we come to these big words that, you know, none of us know how to spell, I try to help you with that, spell it for you, and sometimes I show you in the screen, you know, the words. Just watch my classes and watch it over and over. And when there's words that you don't know how to spell, try to just copy down the way it sounds. And then you Google, how do you spell blah, blah, blah? And they can figure out what you're trying to say, you know. And a lot of these words we have are repeats, too. Okay, so let's get started, because this is my second class. And I have to get in my beddy by and get some sleep. Okay. So here we go. You ready? Okay? Okay. Here we go. Hang on for the ride, folks. Miss Melinda's here to teach. Okay. My cough sound feels a lot better all of a sudden. My throat and chest don't feel so raw. Yeah, I'm coughing hard. I feel a big relief right now. Okay, so the name of this class is Glucose Regulation. Perhaps the most important stop digested sugars make as they travel through your bloodstream is your liver. The liver can detect and correct abnormalities in the levels of various substances in your blood, such as glucose, period. Okay, next little title. If the level of glucose is too much, parentheses, a condition called hyperglycemia, which I think we've all heard of, the liver removes some of the glucose from the blood. The liver removes some of the glucose from the blood and turns it into storage. Polysaccharide. See, that sac keeps popping up in different words. SACC. So, hyperglycemia, the liver removes some of the glucose. Okay. You with me? Okay. some of the glucose from the blood and turns it into storage, polysaccharide glycogen, period. If excess glucose is still in the blood after the liver has made enough glycogen, the liver switches its metabolic process to storing the extra glucose as fat. Okay? The fat molecules are then carried away by your bloodstream and deposited around your body in your adipose tissue fat. Adipose tissue, in parentheses, fat. So they're saying, let me read it from the beginning so you can get it. But I want you to watch this class 5 times in all my classes. Extra glucose as fat. The fat molecules are then carried away by your bloodstream and deposited around your body in your adipose tissue, which is the same thing as fat. And it's spelled A-D-I-A-D, pose, like you strike a pose. There's nothing to it. Madonna, right? Strike a pose. There's nothing to it. I can't think how the next line goes. I'm trying to sing it, but I can't think. Okay. Your body in your adipose, ADI, pose, like you pose, adipose tissue. Around your body in your adipose tissue, which is fat. Adipose tissue is fat. Okay. If the level of glucose in the blood is too low, a continued called hypoglycemia. We all heard this. Parenthesis. The liver converts some of its stored glycogen back into glucose and puts the glucose into the blood, period. This ain't too difficult if you watch this class 10 times. If all the glycogen stores are used up, the liver starts to break down stored fats to obtain glucose for your cells. Okay? All right. Having just, I gotta back up a little bit so I have a torso. Okay. I'm trying to get my eyes where you can see them. Well, I got a lot of silver eyeshadow on, and my eyes look too dark. I mean, just from the lighting. I think when I get done, I turn off one of the lights, and then my eyes don't look like that. Okay. So having just the right amount of glucose in your bloodstream is essential because glucose is your brain's main source of fuel. Listen to that. Glucose is your brain's main source of fuel. Well, boy, I got to study more about this glucose. Well, I've been teaching it the last class, glucose, and now glucose again. Well, we've been teaching it, I think, glucose in a lot of the classes, but I don't remember what they keep defining because it's always used with a different way. Sorry. I'm just getting over a cough. Having just the right amount of glucose in your bloodstream is essential because glucose is your brain's main source of fuel, period. Glucose is so important, in fact, that your body will literally digest itself in order to get glucose to your brain. Your body will literally digest itself in order to get glucose to your brain, period. In extreme cases, such as starvation, when the breakdown of glycogen and fat isn't enough to restore blood glucose to normal levels, the body starts breaking down proteins to get the energy molecules it so desperately needs, period. proteins in the muscles are broken down into amino acids, okay? Proteins in the muscles are broken down into amino acids, which can be converted into glucose. This may not sound so bad until you realize that the heart is a muscle. When your body starts breaking down proteins in your heart, death is a serious possibility. You guys listening to me? Have you been listening all this time? Okay. We're already doing page 5. Can you stay with me? Okay. This is real important for you to learn. Yeah. Okay. So, here's the title, the new title. It's a big title. What's for dinner? ? Making wise, nutritious food choices. Okay, that's what we're going to learn tonight. It's a shame humans have such a sense of taste, Maybe you'd be like other animals and just eat what's part of your natural diet, only when you're truly hungry. But alas, food tastes good, and humans are often tempted to put really cheap fuel in their systems. It doesn't help that the food industry employs food scientists to figure out just which combination of tastes are most tempting to us. I had to teach. Life goes on. I'm getting over the cough. It's almost gone. Okay. If you want to keep your bodily systems running, okay? You with me? All right? You listening? All right, stick with me. This is going to go. I'll be done in 10 minutes tops. All right? So don't lose me. All right. If you want to keep your bodily systems running at peak performance, you listening? We strongly encourage you to follow the nutrition recommendations made by the United States Department of Agriculture, abbreviation as we've all seen before, USDA. It's my plate. It's one word. My, like M-Y, uppercase M, plate, P-L-A-T-E, like eat my plate, eat off my plate, my plate, uppercase M, my, uppercase P, plate, but they make it one word, my plate, An updated version of the classic food guide pyramid serves as a way of visualizing the proportion of items from different food groups that should make up your diet, period. More detailed info such as the difference between whole grains and refined carbohydrates. Okay? I've always wanted to learn about carbohydrates. I always keep it, on the news and smart people talking about carbohydrates. Oh, it's good in a diet. You can lose weight with it and all kinds of stuff. I want to really study that carbohydrate thing. But they're teaching us right now. So let's listen. In the bread, okay, so it said the difference between whole grains and refined carbohydrates in the bread, cereal, and pasta group, are available on the USDA's My Plate website. The website is, you watch this class again and be prepared with a pen and paper, and you can write this down. The website is everything's lowercase, okay? So it's HTTP like Paul, S like Sam. You put a colon and 2 backslashes, and then 3 W's dot choosemyplate.gov. okay? All lowercase. And here it is. Right there. That, here. Here, see if we can fit. Here, pull it back some. Here. Okay, copy this down. Just start the class over again if you don't have a pen and paper now. Watch it again, and here's a website. Okay? I'm holding it for a little while for you. See? All right? Okay, let's move on. And at the end, it's plate.gov. Okay, all lowercase. For now, why not check out the following sections? They provide the basic facts about the essential nutrients your body needs, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and minerals and vitamins. All right, we're already to page 8. So, you think you guys can stick with me till the end and concentrate? We only got 11 pages. No, it's only 10 pages. Oh, no, it's 11 pages. But we're on page 8. So we got 4 pages. Can you make it through 4 pages with me? I want you guys to be able to make it all the way through the biology class and listen and learn it. And I hope you're on, like, biology class 26, because I've been teaching it for, 2 months maybe. So I hope a lot of you are up in the biology class 20, 21, 22. Keep watching. You don't have to watch it all the way through, skip around. But we're focusing mainly on biology. But jump into the other classes when you're in the mood. Just do whatever you want, Go in the other classes all the way to the beginning. Okay, so here's a new title. Carbohydrates, the culprits of your food cravings. Oh, I want to learn this one because I have food cravings every night. Okay, carbohydrates, the culprits of your food cravings. That's the title. Carbohydrates, are compounds of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen that supply your body with short-term energy. We cover the chemical structure of carbs in greater detail in Chapter 3. You won't be getting that for a month or more because I didn't start at the beginning of the book. Okay, and I'm not explaining it again. I've explained it 100 times. You got to go back to the beginning of my classes and watch them, especially starting with, if you haven't gotten to Biology 1, you're new, but keep working, my old subscribers, my new subscribers, my fans and viewers. Keep working on that biology class, trying to go in numerical order, and just as you choose, at your own convenience. I don't want you to push yourself. Well, Miss Melinda wants us to really, activate her videos so that she can start to make money. Yeah, but I don't want you to force yourself and not enjoy. My classes are supposed to be fun. Miss Melinda, her show, Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva show, is supposed to be a place people want to come to. Oh, well, I'm feeling a little down today. I think I'm going to go see what Happy Melinda's up to. Yo estoy feliz. I am happy. And so is Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva show. I want you to think of it as a fun, happy show. But there will be some inevitable sadness, whatever, spontaneous here and there. That's life. It's not going to be perfectly happy. I'm human. Okay. But let's think of Miss Melinda's Spontaneous Smart Diva show as a happy one. Okay. Carbohydrates, This is the title, new title. Carbohydrates, The culprits of your food cravings. Carbohydrates, are compounds of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen that supply your body with short-term energy. We cover the chemical structure of carbs in greater detail, Chapter 3. That you'll get in a month or two. Carbohydrate molecules such as sugars break down quickly. You've witnessed this yourself if you've ever held a marshmallow over a campfire too long. Okay? Okay. We're on page 9. Are you with me? We're on page 9 and it doesn't even fill the whole page. So we ain't got much to go. Can you stick with me? Okay. The title on this one is Carbohydrates, the culprits of your food cravings. Oh, this is continued. Okay. So, glucose is the most important carbohydrates molecule. You can acquire it directly from foods containing carbohydrates, parentheses, such as breads, pastas, sweets, and fruits. However, your body also creates glucose when it breaks down proteins and fats. Okay? We're really learning this. If you watch these and watch them, there's a lot of repetition because it's, your body has so much to do with other parts of your body. Like we're talking about with glucose and the sugar and all this stuff. It goes into so many different wiring, and what you're made of is so complicated. Okay. So a lot of it gets repeated, and if you would listen and watch these biology classes, focus mostly on, and if you're new, start at 1. You can listen to I want you to always listen to my uploads first. A bunch of times. Have fun with my new uploads, because I do them all at once now. Have fun with my uploads. Watch them over and over and have fun. And then if you're new, you go to Biology Class 1. If you've been around a while, hopefully you're going to Biology Class 10. If you've really been around a while and been a subscriber with Miss Melinda longer, you're hopefully at Biology Class 15. Or you're on Biology Class 20. Or you're on Biology Class 25. And I don't know what class we're at now, but we'll find out when I'm uploading. That's when I put what biology class number it is. Okay, so when it comes to your diet, all carbohydrates are not created equal. Shh, talk softer. Okay. Foods made with whole grains are high in fiber and vitamins, period. They help prevent heart disease and constipation. Oh, I need to study this sentence over and over after class. Okay, but I got on a prescription constipation capsule, and it's been working beautifully for me. Yeah, so you can look into that if you have chronic constipation like I had. And all my vital organs are 100% healthy. So I don't know what was causing it, but I got my nurse practitioner to give me a constipation capsule. And I haven't had to take like 5, caps of powdered Marilox that I pay for myself, Okay, foods made with whole grains are high in fiber and vitamins. They help prevent heart disease and constipation. Eating breads and cereals made with whole grains, as well as the grains themselves, parentheses, thick brown rice, quinda, Quinda, don't have a clue what it is. We'll all have to Google it later. As well as the grains themselves, parentheses, thick brown rice, quinoa, whatever the heck that is, quinda, that's a D, quinda, and bulgur wheat, Bulgar, bulgur wheat, I've never heard of bulgur wheat, is a way to get plenty of good carbs in your diet. All right, I'm going to have to be watching this over and over, because I throw the notes away. I don't have any room for stacks and stacks and stacks of paper. They go in the garbage, and we're all dependent on my tablet. my classes that I teach. Yeah. Okay. So, oh, this is the last page. Okay. So, lots of products advertise that they're made with whole grains. But that assertion doesn't tell you what the proportion of whole grains in the food actually is. Did you ever think of that one? No, I didn't. When in doubt, check the fiber content of the food. Foods that are high in fiber are made with lots of whole grains. Okay, here's a new one. Foods made with refined grains are low in fiber and vitamins, period. They break down very quickly and cause a rapid rise in blood glucose. Okay, period. White bread, comma, flour, comma, and pasta, as well as cookies, cakes, and mini muffins, are made with refined grains. So they're saying refined grains are bad, right? Let's read that part again. Foods made with refined grains are low in fiber and vitamins. Well, yeah, then that's common sense. If you're low in fiber and vitamins, you're going to have some kind of health issue, and they're telling you it will be. They break down very quickly and cause a rapid rise in blood glucose, which is not healthy. Doesn't the glucose have to do with sugar? And then white bread, flour, and pasta, as well as cookies, cakes, and mini muffins, are made with refined grains. So refined grains are bad because they're low in fiber and vitamins. So you know what I did? I put myself on a bottle of fiber tablets. In fact, I have to take my night one when I get back to my room. So there's just one more sentence, and we're done, guys. Did you guys stay with me? Okay, here it is, last sentence. It's best to avoid these types of carbs as much as you can. Boy, am I gonna stick to that. I'm gonna save the last 2 pages. I don't know, I may save this whole class, but I want those last 2 pages because I've been eating cookies, ice cream, candy. So if I'm reading this, I'm taking here. I took like the last from page 9 to the end. I'm gonna keep that where I can read that over. Okay, so how you guys all doing tonight? Okay? Did you enjoy the class? And were you able to follow me? Okay, so we will be uploading tonight, and you guys can be waiting. Oh, when's Miss Melinda gonna upload? When's it gonna show? When's Miss Melinda's upload's gonna show? When's Miss Melinda's upload's gonna show? In the meantime, you know what you're supposed to be doing? Studying the biology classes. But when you get sick of it, jump to I have God, I can't even think. So I have linguistics at the very bottom. When I first started, I was doing linguistics, but I changed it. I will get back to linguistics because people went nuts over the word linguistics. Yeah, I was teaching it in Twitter. Well, I just said the word in Twitter, and people went ballistic. I got 200 or 300 hits. I said, okay, if people are so excited about the word linguistics, I'm just going to teach a whole damn class on it. And I started out, and I started with phonetics, and it got difficult. Every time you looked up a word, it had 10 more words for you to look up, and 10 more. And so finally I said, I'm going to give this a rest. I'm going to come back, probably in 7 months, maybe 7 or 8 months, and I will keep it simpler. Yeah. If you watch my phonetics, watch it for something different. I'm falling all over the place, so it looks like I'm drunk or something because I had just bought the tablet and I don't know how to use it, and I was using it in my room, not sitting at a table. And the tablet, the screen kept moving way over here, so I'm like going over here. Even when I'm sitting in the tables down there, even sitting at a table, I was still having trouble in the beginning. This here screen would go over here, and I'm like this, and I'm trying to keep teaching you guys, and I'm way over here. And so you're going to see that shit, and I look like I'm drunk, and I'm physically, like, stuttering and trying to read my notes and get, get to the screen. So the very early videos, you'll think I have a serious mental illness, All I am is manic, and there's all different kinds of manic. Some manics lose reality. I don't. Well, someone I know lost reality just twice from manic, and then it never happened to him again. Me, I never lost reality, even when I was, into using and stuff like that. I never lost reality. And I'm not manic depressive. Every time I say I'm manic, oh, you're manic depressive. No, I'm not manic depressive. I'm happily manic. Okay? So you don't ever see Melinda sad and crying. If you ever have anything you want to get out, you need somebody to talk to, jump under any of my videos. But if you really want to be heard and seen, you would probably choose the first 2 rows to talk under, because it'll be hard for me to keep checking. After these uploads, I'm going to be at like 73 videos. So if you really need to be heard, you can watch a video, buried, but come back up top if you want to talk to me, and I will read you, and I try to, reply to everyone, but I can't check 73 videos a day, don't work, it's impossible, But I am I do scroll down and look at my comments, so if you need a friend to talk to, you talk under one of the most recent videos. The first row or the second row is the best to be seen, because I can't, like I said, it's impossible to keep going, do 73 or 72 videos. All right, I have to get to bed, okay? I got a busy day tomorrow, so those of you who haven't subscribed, if you subscribe, I will smile for you. See? Will you subscribe? Push that subscribe button, and I will smile for you. And you will get to see my beautiful, bright, white teeth. Yeah. Smile. See? Oh, did you just subscribe? Oh, thank you. Oh, 100 people just subscribed. Oh, thank you. Look at my bright white teeth. Let's get 100 more people. I love y'all. Try to activate as many videos as you can so we can get the show on the road. You know what I mean? Okay. I love you guys. I got to go crawl under my blankets and YouTube a movie. See if I got enough to get a hot cocoa. Okay. Good night. Oh, I just figured out I got a piggy bank I might be able to find. All I need is a quarter. Okay. I'll go look at my piggy bank. Okay. I love you guys. Until next time, have a happy life. And I want you every morning to say, I choose to be happy. And when somebody F's with you, say, I'm not going to let them get to me. Walk away and say, I'm going to think of happiness. The clock is ticking. Life is short. You got to really try to not let people get to you. I had a nurse that she came from an agency, and she will they'll probably never let her work back here again. She abused me mentally, emotionally, and Sandy said, the one that does the scheduling, she said a lot of people complained about her, so she won't be back again. I don't know how I got off on that conversation. Okay, because I'm trying to tell you, if somebody upsets you like this nurse, I've been here 16 years, and I went through hell to get to get the residents and the staff to fully respect me. You know, I had to work at it for the past 12 years because I was in bad shape. Not when I got back here. No, when I got back here 12 years ago, I was cured off of alcohol. See, I lived here for 2 years, and I still wanted to go out and go get physically back addicted to alcohol. Long story short, I got out for 2 years. I got my 20 beers a day, my physical addiction that I was craving so badly for 2 years, and then all of a sudden, the beer flipped on me. And every time I drink a beer, I was drinking it to get rid of the paranoia, anxiety attacks. I can have anxiety attacks and panic attacks. Minor paranoia, not like weird paranoia. No, 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 no. No, my brain's been healed. The drug that made me feel paranoid, I got cured off that 21 years ago. So my brain healed from that kind of paranoia. Yeah, no, it's just, but I don't have a real lot of panic attacks. I'm on good medicine. I chose my meds, and I came in here with the meds I'm on, basically all of them. So let me go to sleep and quit talking, Melinda. Okay. I love you all. I love all my fans. I love you. Good night.